Shot Down Line, Episode 4.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm Douglas of Wolf Brothers. Today I'd like to talk to you about Contest of Champions Escalation Tournament by Great Escape Games in Sacramento, California. www.greatescapegames.com. First event of the year is going to be tomorrow, January 15th, Saturday. Basically, it's an escalation tournament. It starts at 1,250 points. Every other month, they hold an event, goes up 250 points each time. They take your total score out of 4 events, your best 4 events. So you could, miss 2 events or have 2 really crappy ones and still have a really good chance at, winning the prizes, whatever the prizes are. So it's your combined score out of all your paint, sportsmanship, composition, and battle for, all 4 or 6 events that you attend. The paint and sportsmanship, nothing notable there, nothing unusual or crazy there to talk about. Composition definitely should run through. Composition isn't rules, it's scoring, so nothing's prohibited. You spend your points however you want, bring the army that you want. It doesn't prevent you from taking anything at all as far as that goes. But they have these 6 items here, and you start with composition score, and you get deductions based on not meeting the items in your army build. So first item is that 35% of the army must be composed of units taken as troops. For every 2% less than 35%, you start losing points. It's about 430 points. Item number 2, no more than 25% any single category other than troops. So that's HQ, elite, fast, heavy. For every 1% more than 25%, you start losing points. So 300 points, 310 points. Item number 3, no single model more than 12%, no units more than 23%. For every unit violation, you start losing points. Tyranids receive 1 exception. So that's 12% is 150 points, and 23% is, 287 points, which is exactly, uniquely armed, fully upgraded Thunderwolf unit, roughly. No more than 2 of any single choice in HQ, Elite, Faster, Heavies. Item number 4, no more than 3 of any single choice in troops. So, you can have 3 Grey Hunter units, and then the 4th one you start to lose points for, no matter how they're armed or upgraded or whatever they're riding in. Item number 5 is a bunch of army lists. You got to bring enough for yourself, the judges, your opponents. Got to have certain breakdowns on it. And if you use Army Builder, you'll be fine, but you can lose 5 points if you don't have everything. Item number 6 is the model count, which you basically take the points total, 1250 divided by 15, and for every 5 models your army has over that number, which is 83 for tomorrow's event, you start to lose points. So, pretty straightforward, nothing prohibited. You do lose some points. Basically, most of us in Reno decided to kind of basically go with a perfect comp list for the whole tournament. We'll probably go with the same armies and perfect comp the whole year as much as we can. You could make a really good argument to just blow comp out of the water, especially for the first couple tournaments, the smaller points values, especially since they throw out your lowest scores, but we're just going to have fun and go to events and see how that California scene is. Basically, a lot of guys from our club have done this before. I haven't, so pretty excited about tomorrow and the rest of the year. So they have a 8 mission book. Missions are pretty straightforward as far as the rule book missions are concerned. Nothing special about the deployments or the missions necessarily. Each mission has a couple other special rules and some victory conditions that kind of add on to the normal mission type, but nothing special about deployment, and no limitations at all on Army special rules or deployments or anything like that. So first mission is called Capture the Enemy Camp. It's Annihilation, pitched battle. Special rules are Dusk, which is night fighting turn 6 and 7, and it is random turn length. And units that are within the enemy deployment zone become fearless if they're not already fearless. and the additional victory conditions are that you score 1 kill point for every scoring unit you have in the enemy deployment zone at the end of the game, as long as that unit is above half strength. You still get the normal kill points for every other unit, you just get these additional kill points for being in your deployment zone with units above half strength, which might be tough, when they become fearless. Second mission, Consume, Capture and Control, Dawn of War, Night Fight Turn 1. So you got 1 objective each, and the additional victory condition is that each table quarter that you control is worth an additional objective, and you control table quarters with having, more troops than your opponent in that table quarter. So straightforward there. Intelligent Designs, third mission, Modified Annihilation, Spearhead. No real special rules. The Modified Annihilation is that units aren't all worth 1 kill point. HQs are worth 1 kill point for every 50 points or fraction. Fast, Elite, Heavy are worth 1 kill point for every 100 or fraction, and troops are worth 1 kill point for every 200 or fraction. So, 201 points of a troop unit is 2 kill points. 275 points of a HQ is 6 kill points, something like that. Next one's Headhunters. It's a Seize Ground, Dawn of War. Special rules: Night Fight first turn. With great power comes great responsibility. You have to declare one of your HQ choices be your overall commander, and then at the end, if you kill your opponent's overall commander, he's worth an additional objective when you kill him. And if you kill him with your overall commander, he's worth an additional 2. So spicy, but straightforward. Storm Rising is Capture and Control, Spearhead. And the additional victory conditions, no special rules, are that you can control an additional objective for each neutral table quarter, and then your enemy deployment zone is worth 2 additional objectives, and you control those table quarters with non-vehicle units. You have to have more of those than your opponent. Units inside of a vehicle don't count, so they got to get out to count towards the total. Your deployment zone doesn't count for you, so that's a neat capture and control objective. It's kind of got 6 objectives. Next one's called Shifting Sands, Seize Ground modified. It doesn't have 5 objectives, has 3 objectives. They're on the midline, 18 inches apart, and they're each worth D3 objective points each game turn. You control them like normal, and then at the end, the player with the most objective points wins. So straightforward resource scenario. Next one's called Unstable. It's Seize Ground modified, so there's 5 objectives in this one. Deployment is Pitch Battle. 1 objective in the middle, you control it like normal. 4 other objectives that you alternate placing. You can pick those up with units that have a weapon skill. If a unit's holding it at the end of the turn, it might explode. If it explodes, it's removed from the game. And then, the ones that are left at the end and controlled by a unit are worth an additional objective. And then the last mission of their mission book is called To Kill a Snake, and it's Capture and Control, Dawn of War. And the special rules are Night Fighting Turn 1, of course, and then Headhunter. Headhunter's any unit that occupies a HQ slot on the Force organizational chart count as an additional objective when they're destroyed. So, it's Capture and Control with a little bit of spiciness. So that's the 8 missions, comp scoring. Really excited to go. Thank you guys for watching.